Hello everybody, and welcome to another video on the channel. Today will be another video of the Stanley Parable. I think I will go back on my decision of making this around a 4-part series, and maybe expand it a bit more, because firstly, it's pretty easy to edit, and you know, I do have other ideas for the channel. I could do Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I could do Crypto the Necrodancer, I could do The Desolate Hope. I do have other ideas for the channel, but you guys have had a really great reception to this game. Yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? I will skip the starting cutscene again because we've seen it. Go watch the first video if you haven't seen it, because that's where it is. If you hear my fan in the background, I'm sorry, but I just got home. It's sort of hot.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Skip. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get into it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The first ending I want to get is, there's an ending you get for, turning off computers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I believe the first one is in the receptionist's office, so I'm gonna do that one first.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
It's absolutely crazy.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Shift Global Market Parade. Monetize free to play.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I do believe the first one... Oh, it's not. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I completely guessed that.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Ooh, that's actually quite good. I've never actually gotten this, so... I've never actually remembered.
Rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I've never... I remembered it and I was like, I know the 4 numbers, I just don't always remember the combination. But I remembered the combination that time. So, there's another ending that I can get down here.
Descending into the building, Stanley realized he felt
remember that escape route?
In
the, I think there was an escape route that I showed, but I didn't go down it. But,
why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
now, you see that there's a red light here.
Large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We already went there. There is another ending down there, but I'm gonna do the escape
this
ending.
passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Now, I have done this ending. The narrator is
the door behind him was
pseudo
not shut.
lying.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Is it just a random pole bolted to the ground? Why would you need that?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
He technically doesn't die. But he technically doesn't die, but he's supposed to. I'm not gonna spoil it though. Oh crap.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Well, that's a bit rude.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Well, bye fellas. Except no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? No! Except not. That didn't actually happen. Are there just some random boxes here? We're supposed to go this way. And, you see that?
And
That's
yet it would
what
be
the
just
name
a
of the
few
game
minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see
That's
now?
actually true.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I guess. These are nice paintings. That painting is kind of burned into my mind, honestly, people. Some filing cabinets. Ooh, office computers. Employee database. Oh, you can turn these off. Do they turn back on? No, I don't think they do. Oh, wait, yes they do. Just takes a bit. Oh, let's see what this says. The pacing of this opening section was important. This corridor has been moved and altered. The set of two open doors was the first concrete piece of the design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension. Was it... I'm surprised there isn't anything about Stanley's office itself. Anyway, what does this say? This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development through the core layout almost remains identical. What does that one say? I think it says like EL, something like that. I don't want to explore this place too long because I don't want I don't want this video to get too long. Button sounds. I've heard that one, and I think I've heard 4 and 5. Oh, I've heard that one. I think I've heard that one. I don't remember ever hearing that one. Kevin Brighting, you are an amazing narrator. Davey Redden and William Pugh, pretty good people, pretty good people. Leslie Staples, Aviva Pinchas, and Jenny Coughlin. I think we've heard Leslie Staples. I think that was the woman who was just speaking. Anyway, what's through here? Ooh, the boss's office. Development of the boss's office. Office clock. What's through here? Dark corridor. Employee lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion. What's through here? Narration outtakes. 3 separate times over the 2 years. Stanley jumped in the river? I can't hear them very much. Stanley pushed the big red button. Oh, okay. Well, let's look through here a bit more. I don't want this ending to take up a lot of the time of the video. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Ooh, an early version of the freedom ending. That's kind of cool. Monitor room elevator. Countdown room. Oh, that's very bright. Oh, that's just a window. Zending. What's the Zending? Is that an ending? I guess there's a Zending? Oh, wait, okay. Oh, so it was cut. Okay. Trailers. I'm not watching the trailers. Yeah, you guys can go buy the game and do that yourself. Oh. Apartment timer. So, I think I've gotten the apartment ending. Not like on the video, but I have. Office. Ooh, some of the green light. Ooh, Warzone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. What? Some more pieces, some plants. Maintenance room. I think that was in the first videos, maintenance room ending we did. I think that's more or less everything. Oh wait, there's something here. Narrator emails. What is this strange number? Okay. I think we've looked at mostly everything. Oh, Stanley's office. From left to right, Stanley's office over time. Oh, he used to have 2 monitors, and all of these were like super neat. And there's no painting. I've kind of always wanted to just push these in, I don't know. But you can't, so. What's this? Oh, game design. Mock-up. I think we looked at like everything, guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, what's through here?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. how they wish to control one another, how they both wish to be free.
Can I, like, walk around this? No. Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
What, the narrator and Stanley?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Okay. Well, sorry.
But listen to me. You can
Okay.
still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
No,
escape
no.
and press quit.
No.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Well, too bad, so sad. I gotta keep this video up for you guys, so I can't quit the game. Come on, lady. Wait, do I actually have to... Do I have to, like, quit to menu? Okay. I think I know the next ending I'll do. So, you remember that cargo, like, catwalk?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
All
simply
of-
missed a memo.
All of the computers have "the end is never the end" on them. Or all the, like, new computers. These ones don't have the button. Be my Valentine. Okay, so basically on the cargo lift, we died the last time. But, there's obviously more choices in
Stanley
that
came to
room
a set
that
of
we
two
can
open
make,
doors.
right?
This was
So-
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
So I
well.
think I'll do
Perhaps
that
he wanted to
next.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I mean, the blueness of this room, it's a real contrast with everything else.
It had really
I'll
been
say
worth the
the
detour
cool
after
blue
all,
tones-
just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed
Let's
room.
see.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business,
So,
Stanley
I'm
took
going
the first
to...
open door
Oh,
on his
that's a
left.
nice painting. I wonder where they got these paintings. Probably stock.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's a cool calculator. Anyway. Okay, so I think I'm going to just follow the directions that the narrator says right now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Possibly.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's
There's someone you've been
alright.
neglecting, Stanley.
Okay.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Now, I was gonna unplug the phone. That's another ending, but I'll do the apartment ending.
Oh, Stanley, is that
Oh.
you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
The bread.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
You
Gotcha.
loser.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Come
I'm trying to make a
on.
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in
Oh.
my story now.
Stupid. Fine. Oh, this is a horrible apartment.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. 2.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh. Gee.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Oh, come on.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
That's
One might
what
even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yeah.
But in his mind, he can go on
Ah.
fantastic adventures.
What the heck?
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
9.
And so he began to fantasize
Hey,
about
the
his own
TV
job.
went away.
First, he imagined
That's
that
a
one
clock.
day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Ooh.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy
What?
world,
Ew.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And down another was a yellow line that
We did
weaved
that
in
one.
many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
We haven't
And he
done that
called
one
it
yet.
The Stanley Parable.
8.
It was such
8.
a wonderful fantasy, and
8.
so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
Stanley,
Surely there's an
maybe
answer down some new path.
you should
Mustn't
stop.
there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
What answer?
But there is no.
No, my wife!
How could there possibly be?
No.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he
My
forgets
fake
which
wife
life is the real one.
died.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I don't think there's an option where I can't, technically, unless I have to wait a very long time. And I don't really want to wait a long time. I don't think there's anything scripted here except me actually pressing the button, so sorry guys.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No, I would hear
How
you,
can I tell
man.
him in
I
a
just...
way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't know.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I
Well,
don't make the
that's...
rules.
I
I
don't...
simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
And
die?
Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Oh,
And I
okay. Is that... Oh. What? There's papers all over the floor.
All
What
of
is
his
this
co-workers
Easter
were
egg?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Why are there
simply missed a
papers
memo.
all over the floor?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, it looks like they dropped all their papers, though. Okay, everybody. I think that'll be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you have not. And, yeah, have a good day. And, I will upload this on Saturday.